Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. It's the first March breakfast stream.
Ever.
Ever. We're into birthday season now, baby.
Yeah, we are into birthday season.
Not all of my friends,
Have March, April birthdays?
but a large portion.
Uh-huh.
Probably north of 80% have birthdays in March and April. So this is a lot. There's just a lot of birthdays. That's exciting.
Pepper, come here. Come here, babies.
Your birthday is in May. Just missed it. It's got a lot of scratching to.
Yeah. He's just waking up.
He was in his kepi spot.
Mm-hmm.
My crotch. And it's always bad because I was very pretzeled.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll sleep on my side, and I either sleep on my side with my legs together or my legs like kind of open. If my legs are together, then
He nestles like behind your knees.
behind my knees.
Uh-huh.
But if my legs are spread a little bit, he gets up in there, and then I'm stuck because I can't flip. Usually it's the latter. It's fine. I'm tired. Like I'm kind of recovering from this weekend, because I had a pretty big weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and
I had a big Saturday.
you had a big Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about our weekends this morning.
Stop perplexing that oboe and start eating Tiny Eddie's Jammy Bear Plaza cheesesteaks.
I mean, oboes are easily perplexed.
Jammy Bear Plaza cheesesteaks. That's what some Elvin Scout says. Good morning and good vibes from Florida. It's a lovely day for a day off, so let's get some snack divination rolling. Cassie forth the bones of fate. Sir Edward, tell my future. I do like cheesesteak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it very often.
No, me neither.
But there's been some times where I've had it where I've been like, oh, this is like really good. I've never thought to put jam in it. Someone somewhere is making that work. There's like a small neighborhood in Philly that's like, you know, we put jam in this. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Noah said we're getting cheesesteaks next time I visit him.
I mean, good.
I don't think they're going to have jam, though.
Probably not. You could ask for it, and they may tell you politely yet firmly to leave.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not politely. Just tell you to
Get out.
you know. I've never had a cheesesteak with Cheese Whiz. No, I can't imagine liking it. To be honest, because I really don't care for Cheese Whiz. So putting it on a sandwich to me is like how to ruin a sandwich. I don't want to ruin a sandwich. We got a subscription from Willow Desk. Welcome. 51 months from Lady Leaf, 55 from Jacebook, 41 from Swift for Sweeper, 51 from Nomi Bookworm, 36 from Adam BL, 107. Congrats on the 3. And
Shoot into a flavor diplomacy with Tiny Eddie's Basil and Coriander Cookie and Popcorn Crackle.
that's a lot.
And
Yeah, and being in quotes is great. 1050 from Anise. It says, Eddie, 2 of my cousins, one on either side of my family, have birthdays today, and I have at least 4 other people with March birthdays. What treat should I send them? Basil and coriander cookie and popcorn crackle. Cookie crackle was an interesting concept.
Is that just really dry cookie? Or those lacy cookies Thomas made us, like the first year we knew Thomas?
Popcorn crackle to me is those balls. Little balls they give kids at
Popcorn ball?
Yeah.
That's a popcorn ball.
If you had a popcorn ball and there were cookies in it, that wouldn't be bad.
What do they use to stick that together?
Glue. 16 months from Elvin Scout. 40 from Actress Save Alive, 52 from J. Linebeck, 73 from Luna Pearl, 45 from Mars Hacks, 53 from Desi Desitel, 60 months from Mr. Squidpuss. That's a 5. Congrats on 5. 67 from Destiny Light, 74 from I Spy Moose, 70 from We Win, 29 from Soph G, 48 from Circle Now Squared. Congrats on 4. 55 from Gamers, 33 from Devons, 74 from Jennifer Jack, and 6 from Ink Pot Gods. Thank you all. So, our weekend, we had pretty different weekends. We were not...
Yeah, I would say.
We were not together this weekend. People probably knew that because you did Friday night stream by yourself. Played Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
I did.
It was different.
It was different.
Going into it, I thought it was going to be Animal Crossing, and it turns out it is, but also Breath of the Wild. And it's got like an undertone of darkness.
I do wish it was like an actual horror game.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that.
I
and
know.
That's the saddest thing, isn't it?
I know, but it would be so fun.
I know. I want them to make more horror things with non-horror IPs. That would be nice.
Masay's playing it tonight.
Hope she enjoys it. I've got the VOD exported.
Okay.
So I did that last night. So I'll get it up today or tomorrow. Working on it. There's so many things to upload. Because you also did Beyond Good and Evil. You also did a nail stream. I gotta pull that off that computer too. Yeah. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We'll get all these videos on the internet. So why don't you talk about
My Saturday?
your Saturday, what you did this weekend?
I went on a almost 24 mile bike ride.
Wow.
And it was a speedy bike ride.
Oh.
I broke a lot of my personal records on it. I
I
can't...
thought you were going to say I broke a lot of my bones on it.
I think you'd know if I had broken bones.
That's true.
I cannot seem to break my 10K time. Do you know when I did my fastest 10K was?
No.
That was 540 Fest.
Oh.
The race.
Yeah, it was a road.
Yeah, that was a road.
It was a brand new road. It might be hard to break your record on anything other than a brand new road.
But I broke all my other times on Saturday.
Okay.
I did good.
Well, good job.
Thank you.
Good work.
And then Saturday night, went to a local bike shop, and there was a concert going on that I knew about because I go to local bike shop kind of often.
Yeah.
And it was 3 local bands, and the first 2 were folk-ish. Like, the first one was 2 girls singing some older songs, and if Alex or Haley were here, they would say one of them because they knew it. But it was a song about a king who gave some land to his daughter, but the king fell in love with the daughter's husband. Something, I can't remember. It's an old song, apparently. And it was very good, and we got to sit on the floor. And local bike shop does sell
Sorry, you said
beer.
that with a level of excitement.
I don't like to stand for a long period of time because I don't like it. I get very uncomfortable.
We got to sit on the floor. Like, oh.
Great. We all sat around on the floor. It was like story time.
All right.
And they were very good. And then the second band, the reason I knew about this concert is the second band had a name that I thought was funny because it's my family name. And they were also folk, and we sat on the floor, and they sang like hymns. Some of them were more like rural Americana hymns, and then some of them were slightly Christian or Catholic, I guess.
Religious
But they were
hymns.
like they were all harmonizing with no microphones in the space, and it was really
like a choir type thing.
unique. And there was like this like drone on the organ that was going on,
Bike church.
and the female person in the band, it was like 4 males and then a female. She had a microphone, and she had like just like things out, like some little bells or like pieces of like diamond plate steel, and she would just like take the microphone and like drape the bells over it and like pull them over it, and like take the microphone and like run it through the metal things she had.
An ASMR
And
nightmare.
just like the way she would move, it just felt very art, and I liked it. And Alex's comment was, this band was made in a lab to take all of my niche interests and combine it into one thing. And I was like, I knew you would like this.
If you, the minute you do hymns, Alex is on board for sure.
Vagabond says, this was in a bike shop in case anyone forgot. Yes.
Yeah.
And the last band was good too. They said their genre was cow jazz.
Okay.
And I think that was accurate.
Huh. Interesting.
It felt like 60s, like music from the 60s that you would hear in like a Western motel lounge.
Okay.
Vagabond says Paradise Motel Lounge is the name of the final band. That's correct.
I'll have to listen to something.
They had a steel guitar. There was like 4 people in the band playing different guitars.
I'll have to listen to a little bit of that so I can better understand what cow jazz
That's what
means.
they have on their like
Yeah, I'm not
page.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that it's hard for my brain to understand
Yeah.
exactly what that means
Yeah.
without hearing something.
Yeah. But we had a good time. Alex, Haley, Dan, and I went.
Cool.
And then we went to Waffle House.
Appropriate. Well, cool.
Yeah. And the guy at the bike shop knew me. He's like, hey, did you change any flats lately? Because he ran the bike class. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I haven't. But I know how.
Oh, yeah, was Waffle House doing the egg thing?
Yeah,
Where
they do.
It's
Have
like
the
50,
sticker.
50 cents. An extra 50 cents per egg. Oh, eggs. So that was your weekend.
Yeah, that was my weekend.
That was your weekend. I did something very different. There was a lot less sitting. Although there was still some music. Let me tell you all about it. Right after I read these other alerts. We got 8 months at Tier 2 Gold Toast from RARXD. 21 months from Tashi B. 300 bits from I Spy Moose, who says, Clown Roulette time. Good morning, grandparents. I hope your week ahead will be good. Just wanted to give the goodest of vibes to Myrtle Beach and love to all. Well, thank you. It was that is what I did this past weekend. Is I went to Myrtle Beach, and some of you might be saying, didn't you go to Myrtle Beach? And the answer is yes. I went again. The plan had been to go to Myrtle Beach for the Myrtle Beach Marathon. And that was this past weekend. And I realized when I agreed to do that, because Chas and Jeff wanted to participate, that I wanted to probably go separate from that trip, because I wasn't really going to get a lot of time to spend with my parents, because it was mostly going to be about the marathon. So that's why I went in mid-February. So I went to Myrtle Beach in mid-February, hung out with my parents, and then went back like 10 days later for the marathon. So
You did see the smoke from the fires while you were there.
yeah, I know that Rachel's talking about the fires specifically. So it's made national news at this point.
Yeah.
But Myrtle Beach is on fire. But presently, as of like yesterday, I don't know, there has been no...
Well, yeah, that was yesterday. Now there has been.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. As of yesterday, there had not been any property damage. So...
Total property
damage, yeah. There hadn't been anything...
Chess says, nature is on fire, city isn't. Yeah, the city itself is not on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's a big fire.
Yeah. It's not quite as big as the 2009 one.
That one was insane.
But this one is only... Last night it was 30% contained. Which isn't great. Mm-hmm. But...
Yeah, you can like find some like pictures and videos online of it.
Oh,
but,
they're incredible.
Yeah, big flame.
Yeah. I was talking in Discord and I talked a little bit about it last night, but that area of, I'm gonna say the county, is very boggy, so it's a lot of like wetlands. But when those are very dry, the peat moss under the soil catches fire, and it's hard to put that out because it travels under the ground and then will pop back up and have another hot spot. So it's hard to fight that. It spreads ridiculously fast, and that area is known for catching fire this time of year.
Yeah. It was actually, it's interesting. On the way into Myrtle Beach, like the way in, we pass a fire watch tower.
Yeah.
Which has got like Smokey the Bear sign.
Yeah, I know
and
exactly where that is.
And it has a little sign that's like fire level warning.
And it's high.
Yeah, when we came in, it said high, and when we left Myrtle Beach, it said extreme, and I was like, I didn't know there was something higher than high. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're dealing with it.
Yeah.
They're dealing with it. So it's I know folks have asked in relation to like the level of safety of my family, and like they're good.
Yeah.
They're good. It's the fires are kind of on the other end of the city, so it's not really a huge concern for them. But it is a lot of fire.
Yeah.
That's a.
I mean, it is something everyone in the area is keeping their eye on.
Yeah. I actually didn't know about the fires. And we were walking out of the hotel, and Jeff commented, he was like, is that a smoke cloud? Because it was so big, it filled the entire sky. Mm-hmm. And it was like, well, that can't be a smoke cloud. So we concluded that it was in fact a normal cloud. And then later, when we had learned about the fires, we were coming home at night, and we went on the bypass, so we were up in the air. And in the distance, the entire...
It's glowing?
Yeah, it's just glowing orange. And we're like...
I was going to say the bypass
that's
is
the
right
fire.
by it.
Yes, there is a fire, and it's lighting up the entire sky. It's like, got it. Got it. It's probably obvious, but the cloud was not black. It's not a black cloud. It actually looked like a normal cloud. Mm-hmm. It was not very different from a normal cloud. And based on the size, it was like, must be a normal cloud. Anyway, I have full faith in the fire departments to do the best they can to get all of that contained. So we had 66 months from Aldo, 62 from Seemingly Jess, 35 from Depidius Bidoof, 390 bits from Screaming Salad Radishes, who says, good morning, grandparents. It's been a while since I've caught a stream. Just dropping in to say hello and sending the most amazing of vibes to all. Well, thank you. And welcome in. I've had a few people lately in the last little bit that have been like, hey, I haven't managed to catch one live in a bit, but I'm here. And it's nice to have you. Mm-hmm. You're always welcome here. You're always welcome to stop in. We got 100 bits from Fire Gods 1990. 300 bits from Slick Duke says, Cal Jazz may seem utterly ridiculous, but it behooves any music lover to listen to it. It will move you. You really need to milk your experience with the genre. No bull. I still gotta listen to this Cal Jazz.
Yeah. I think you would have liked the concert. I think you would have liked the last band.
Everyone but Slick is welcome here.
I think you would have liked the last band.
I wouldn't have liked the first two?
No, I think you would have. I just think you would have liked the last one best. There was a banjo. There was a steel guitar.
I do like both of those things.
I think you would have liked it.
The holy trifecta of instruments that are slightly uncommon, but I enjoy, are banjo, steel guitar, and accordion. I also like the bagpipes, but the bagpipes are a little difficult to insert into anything.
There was a harmonica.
I like harmonica
in the second
also.
band. For a little bit.
That's good. So let me tell you about my weekend. So Chaz and Jeff signed up for the Myrtle Beach Marathon. I went down to Myrtle Beach with them. And we got in on Friday afternoon. I'm going to get to the marathon part as quickly as possible because I think that's the most important part. We did a few things. We saw Roland. We went to Player's Choice. We had dinner with my parents. And then we went to bed. After a little bit. I mean, we watched most of
How was dinner?
It was good. There's a all you can eat pasta place.
It's an Italian buffet.
It's an Italian buffet. There's an Italian buffet in Myrtle Beach that's been there since 1980.
I've only been once, so I was curious how it was.
And so we went and had that. So Chaz
some people needed to carb load. I wonder why.
Yeah. I did not need to do that, but I ate a ton anyway. So that was good. And went back, modded your stream, and then went to bed. Woke up on Saturday at 5 a.m.
Too early a clock.
5 a.m. and then went over to where the race started, which was at Broadway at the Beach, for those who know Myrtle Beach at all. So the race started at 6:30. Chaz was participating in the full marathon, 26 miles. Jeff was participating in the half marathon, 13 miles. And what I was trying to do was film.
You were racing around the city trying to film them.
Yeah. So the thing that I was attempting to do is get to various locations in my car to get some different shots of them in the race. And that was interesting. That was an interesting experiment. Because they had said that there couldn't be any spectators at the starting line, which ended up being a lie. But we didn't know that it was going to be a lie, so I wasn't at the starting line. I went,
to the spot they said spectators could be.
Yeah, I went, I don't know, a mile away or something. Chess says, complete lie. They had lines for spectators. Well... So I went to a different location. I was the first person there because it was 6 in the morning or whatever. And so I stood there. I actually happened to be right across the street from one of the DJs because they put DJs throughout the race, so there's music. And shout out to DJ Dave the Rave, who was setting up right in front of me. He was doing a great job. He was taking requests. He was like, if anyone has any requests, walk over here and tell me the request. It's a great name. He also had a banner in front of his thing that said DJ Dave the Rave, and I think it was written in Times New Roman. it was wonderful. He seemed like a very cool dude. I'm not sure exactly how old he was, but he was like a little bit older than you would like typically think of a DJ. He was very fun. I liked him a lot. So 6:30 the race started. By 6:45 or something, like a few minutes later, the everyone started coming down, the street. So I got some good footage of everybody. I will tell you, it's hard, even when you know someone is coming,
to find them.
Uh-huh. When there is a sea of like thousands of people, it's actually really difficult.
Well,
to
Chaz
try and find someone.
Currently has a set of shoes. I think they're the shoes he wore. The bright red shoes. That's what I look for.
Yeah, you know what the problem is? Those are on the ground.
I know, but I look for them, and then I'm like, there they are. Is that Chaz? No. Oh, is that Chaz? Yeah.
You need to see the footage that I shot, because you'd understand that there is no seeing shoes. That's not a thing. There were so many people that it's impossible to see the feet. But I caught Chaz, I caught Jeff, and then as soon as they were done, I was like, okay, I've got to get in my car and rush over to the next place. And the thing about a marathon is that it's long, and a lot of the roads in Myrtle Beach were closed, including roads that I was like, well, this won't be closed. Incorrect. So I was in the car, and I'm driving, and I have the map telling me like where I'm going to go to my next point. But like the map doesn't know that the roads are closed. So all I'm doing is just trying to get to the next location and making a guess of like, okay, well, will this road be open?
So when you went to the next location, did you go up to the back gate and come down?
No.
You went towards the beach. Okay.
That's irrelevant, because that's not even, that's something else. And they also don't know what that is. So, anyway, it took me a little bit to try and get to where I was going, and halfway through, I realized I wasn't going to be able to make it, because I was like, oh, this is not going to work.
Because the roads are closed.
Because the roads are closed, and I was like, okay. So I went to what would be my next location. It was the same thing. It was like trying to get as close as possible, because I have to get as close as possible to get out of the car to then walk to wherever I'm going to film the stuff. And I got to where I was going. It was a mess, but I managed to park, and I caught a glimpse of Chaz. Chaz actually didn't see me because I was not where
he thought you would be.
He thought I was going to be, but I managed to get him.
Because he had given you spots on the route, and then figured out where his splits were to figure out when he would get to locations.
Yes, which was helpful. And I also have Find My, so like I can see on Find My when someone's nearly there. So I got another shot of Chaz, I got another shot of Jeff, and then I only had really like one other shot to get some video of Chaz at a different location. So I got in my car, and I'm going, and I'm realizing like, oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be really, really close. So I'm trying to get to where I am, where I'm going. I'm looking for a parking spot. I find a parking spot. The meters still have to be paid.
Yeah.
So I'm like digging through, and I got change, and I put it in the meter.
I think the meters start back up March 1st.
Oh, really?
In the county too.
Whatever. Anyway, so I did that, and then I go over to where Chaz is going to be, and I look at Find My, and I'm like, oh, I did it. Like I got here
before him.
So I'm standing there, and I got the camera, and I'm looking at the runners coming, and I'm looking at Find My, and then I realize Chaz isn't coming up by me. Chaz is
continuing up the beach.
The way he was going. And then I looked down, and as I looked down, I realized that this, where I'm standing, is the point where the half marathon and the full marathon split. So the people that are coming up by me are the half marathoners, and the full marathoners are continuing. And I was like, And interestingly enough, as I was standing there thinking this, someone runs by and says, "Steven, I love your videos." They were in the half marathon. And I was like, it really caught me off guard. I was like, cool, hey, have a good run. So at least that was neat. So they left, and then I'm looking at my phone, and I made the split-second decision that, Chaz isn't going full blast. It's a marathon. He's not running as hard as he can.
He's not at the finish line.
He's not
yet.
at the. He's not.
He's only at the halfway point.
He's about a block ahead of me, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, I can catch Chaz, and then I immediately, phone in my left hand, FX3 in my right. I just started sprinting as fast as I could. I'm one street up from him because all of the runners are right where the beach is, so I'm one street up. I just start sprinting as fast as I can go down this street. There's a group of people standing in front of a parking garage, and as I'm running by, they go, "You got it, man, you can do it." I'm in jeans. So I'm running as fast as I can, and I've ran about 1 block, and as I'm running, I'm looking at where Chaz is, and I'm like, I'm starting to realize this is a bad idea. And as I finish my second block, the only thing that has happened is I've only kept up with Chaz, who was already a block ahead of me, and I realize this is not going to happen. So I stop, and as soon as I stop, everything in my body is just very mad. I have not felt like I have had an asthma attack since I was like...
I think you should start running.
Since I was like 12?
Not flat out, but...
I could not breathe. I stopped and I was just like... I was just standing there like, I really didn't think that this was going to happen. This is pretty extreme. So then, the worst part of this, by the way, is that I sprinted...
Past those people.
Past these people... And I never left the view of these people, so they watched me sprint as hard as I could, and then stop, turn around, and just slowly walk all the way back. I didn't say anything as I walked back. So, yeah, I didn't manage to catch, Chaz.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So then you drove to the finish line.
Then I drove to the finish line and got Jeff and Chaz as they crossed. There's the photo. It's a good photo.
It is a good photo. See the shoes Chaz has on?
Yeah.
How do you not see those coming?
Mallory, when you don't see people's feet, when it's just an entire sea of, like, this.
I have been to races with Chaz. He wears those shoes.
I'm not saying he didn't wear the shoes. I have got to show you this footage because, like, you can't see people's feet. It's just heads. There's so many heads. Anyway, it was a fun day.
How you feeling, Chaz?
He was sore before.
Yeah.
My guess is that he's
good overall.
Still sore. Good overall. That's good.
Last night he said he was sore, and I said it's time to do stair intervals. So,
the irony of all this is that I also have been sore and exhausted.
Chaz went for a 3.5 mile run.
I mean, I've been physically and mentally exhausted, not just from that moment, although that absolutely contributed, but just the fact that it was a long weekend. That first night, I did not sleep very good. Like
Friday night?
Yeah. So I did all of that crap on Saturday with 4.5 hours of sleep, and that was not great. I went to bed at a good time. I just could not sleep. My body was not having it.
Chaz says, no major damage, fortunately, and I hit my goal time. Chaz is so fast.
Chaz is very fast. Chaz kept the... Chaz's pace that he was trying to hit was like 7 minutes and 50 seconds per mile. Mm-hmm. And like he, as far as I know, kept that basically the whole race. Like that was just stayed on that for 26 miles.
I had looked at his stats when he posted them, but I forgot them already.
Chaz says, passed a lot of people in the second half.
It's because people didn't keep their pace. They went hard in the beginning and then ran out of energy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing is that he had shared like how the placing worked.
Yeah.
And it was very clear that people were losing steam because Chaz's placing just kept getting better and better, you know, as things went on. Yeah, Chaz says, I was 211th place at halfway, but finished in 137th out of 1,400. So, like, that's a big increase. So that really shows how many people were getting tired. Getting tired. And yeah, that puts Chaz in the top 10% for the marathon, which is very, very cool. So there was very, very little that I could actually shoot because it, you know, was so far away. But Chaz and Jeff both shot stuff themselves.
Chaz says his pace was basically identical in the first and second half. Yeah, I have your stats pulled up.
Yeah. Which is amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very, very cool. And Jeff was in a similar situation. I know he did half, but he said he was like, everything in my brain wanted me to walk at a certain point. And he's like, I just said no.
It is also a mental game.
Yeah. So Jeff
also beat his goal.
Also beat his goal. And yeah. Jeff was saying that whenever he finished the race, he's like, so much of it is mental. Mm-hmm. He's like, I was watching people that had been in front of me, like, start walking. And he's like, I just told myself, do not do this. Just continue to go. So, I'm excited to work on that and get that out. It'll be fun. So, that was my weekend. And then Sunday afternoon we came home.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's it. That's most everything that occurred. My mom sent some treats home. I sent them home with Chaz and Jeff.
I think they needed recovery snacks.
Yeah, we'll go get some of them and bring them back here. But as a preliminary thing, I was like, here. Chaz says, no, you won't.
Are they gone?
Did you eat them all? Are they gone?
Obviously. That's fine. I found a recipe for banana bread cinnamon rolls.
Did you seriously eat all of them? It's been one day. It's been... How? It's not even been
like 36 hours. Just says, LOL, Stephen. It was Sunday night, and now it's Tuesday morning.
Alright. Okay. That's fine. Jen says there's a reason we don't have a snack cabinet here like you do. I've actually been eating my mom made chocolate chip cookies back in November.
And we froze them.
We froze them because, like, you know, we had other things at the time, and I actually just pulled them out of the freezer a few days ago, and I've been eating those.
So you've had some snacks from your mom, just not the ones she had fresh.
Yeah. It's funny.
Didn't you say everything she sent was peanut butter, though?
Yes. I think everything was peanut butter. So, yeah, Jess says also they were all peanut butter mouse, so you aren't missing out, just Steven. Yeah.
That's fine.
It was a few different things, so that's fine.
That's fine. I have Culver's. Dan and I went to Culver's.
At some point, I will go back home, and when I do, there, knowing how history repeats itself, my mom will probably have made something. That's fine. Okay, I gotta read these things. 300 bits from Screaming Salad Radishes, who says, "How much do rainbows weigh?" Not much. They're pretty light. It's good timing on the music. 36 months from Star Wars Trekkie. That's a 3. 49 months from GA Studios, 50 from Jet Prower, and 300 bits from Shia says, "Who's that runner?" It's Chaz, as seen from above. I had a good weekend. I am tired.
You need to go for a light recovery jog.
Well, so the other part of it is that I drove all week, right? So like I had, probably 9 or 10 hours in the car, and that does make you, tired. Mm-hmm. So that's fine. Big drive does make you tired. And I hadn't gotten a whole lot of good rest, so I need to try and recover a little bit. And then also I sprinted. Don't ever sprint!
What if you become a sprinter?
That's the one time. I exercise every day, but like I don't do that.
I think you need to do more cardio.
I think I do. You
can either start running or biking.
You can get cardio in other ways, and you can also you can push yourself a little harder when walking.
Yeah, you could.
So,
where's my speedy ride? Yeah, my ride on Saturday, I crushed my 10 mile, 5 mile, 30K, and 10K times. I didn't break my 10K time.
Good work.
Thank you.
Very good work.
I'm sitting at 184.3 miles this year.
Good.
My goal is 1,000.
Good. I need to get back to do bike.
Yeah.
I would like to do bike again.
You need to wash your bike. Probably give it a good look over, because it's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we need to do is we need to get you a water bottle cage. Because I want mine back. Because you have my second one. Well, you had my second one. I took it off and put it back on my bike.
Okay. You can just take it.
I did.
Oh.
It also looked ridiculous on your gray bike because it was red.
I have never used it.
I know.
Like when I would go out on the bike ride, I would take a tiny backpack thing, and I would put a drink in there. So it's fine. You can. It's not a problem. There's 2 arts in the queue. Let me look at these. Wow. What a blast from the past. Does this hit someone right in the nostalgia? Because it hits me in the nostalgia. Amazing.
Aww.
That's very, very cute. Very, very cute. I love that Kep is wearing the Seattle Mudcrabs.
Hey.
How did the old Stephen and Friends intro start?
I don't remember.
There's like a saying that I had in each of them, but I don't remember what it was. I don't remember now. I've been doing this forever. I'm a million years old. Oh yeah, unlike most content on Stephen Plays, Stephen and Friends is uncensored. Something, yeah. Yeah, viewer discretion and all that jazz. That's right. Yeah, that was the old intro. I liked that intro. The funny thing is that, like, I don't really think there were that many Stephen and Friends that used that. Because Stephen and Friends did not used to be every week. It was just like we made them occasionally. And then we got to the point where we're like, wait a minute, we could do this every week. And then for many, many years we have. We've missed a few here and there, but
Yeah.
I don't know how many hundreds of Stephen and Friends videos there must be at this point. There's like many. It's just in the early GTA episodes. And that's the other thing, is that GTA is the longest running series, I think, that we've ever done. Because GTA Online came out in like 2013. And I think we were doing videos of it in 2013. But also we've made them as recently as like last year. I don't know what they're going to do with GTA 6. I do not know. It'll probably be a while because it's going to have console exclusivity. So it probably won't be on the computer until like next year at the earliest. So there probably won't be any GTA Online 2
For a while. Yeah.
At least from us. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, one thing I did read about. Yeah. Oh, is that today? Yeah, I showed Mao. I was like, GTA 5 is getting a huge update on PC. Huge update. And it basically adds like ray tracing and all of these special effects to the game. And I was looking at some of the comparisons of it, and it is wild. It is very wild how much better it makes the game look. So maybe at some point I'll boot it up and take a look. Yeah. Beans. Beans are fresh. I just did them last night. So they are new. We had 21 months from Brooklyn.
Good vibes on your surgery.
And 40 months from Mean Dean. God, my legs hurt.
You need to go for a light recovery jog.
I went for a walk. I've been doing walks and weights, but I very rarely push myself super hard. Just because I'm too tired to do that. I have like other things to do, so I'm like trying to make sure that I it's mostly a mental thing of like you're trying to carve part of your day out for exercise. That's what it's mostly about. It's like, okay, I'm dedicating half an hour every day to exercise, and making that habit is good. So I've done that. That's the most important part. And then from here, if I want to, push myself in any particular direction, I can do that. So, yeah. I do take my vitamins. Okay. So that was everything that we did.
You know what he did all weekend?
Cry.
He missed you.
Miss me, buddy.
When you got home, he purred a lot.
Yeah, he did.
And then he got silly and was running around.
He got the zoomies.
Yeah, he doesn't normally get zoomies because he's cranky old man.
Yeah. It was funny. Good boy. All right. Speaking of Stephen and Friends, that's serendipitous. Love it.
I have a video out.
You do?
Uh-huh. You want to go get it? The painting?
Yes. Which one? Milky Way?
Milky Way.
Okay.
I have this cat.
Yeah, I'm going. I need a second.
Are you grabbing the other one too?
What other one?
The watercolor?
I can.
That one's in a different spot.
That one's not out yet.
I know, but weren't you going to? I mean, you don't have to. Kepler, he's coming back. I promise you. You do not have to get up. You can just stay right there. He's coming back.
Cap does not understand.
He didn't get up. Thank you. This is the one that is up right now. So there's a time lapse to watch. It's on Redbubble and it's on eBay. It's varnished, which is why it has a lot of glare today.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
It is very pretty. It's super shiny. I do like this varnish better. This is the new varnish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that auction is up now.
It will end Monday night. A week from yesterday.
Yeah. I was like, what day is it?
It's currently Tuesday. So yes, that's up. Kepler, he's coming back. I just need my leg not underneath you. Don't you be cozy? Look how cozy you are. Is Spiderweb going to be available? Yes, at some point. Spiderweb will be available. The next one Dan is going to edit for me is going to be Big Canvas.
I'm not going to get your watercolor.
That's fine.
Because, like, it's not out. I don't know when it's coming out.
Okay.
Maybe today. Speaking of things coming out today, Patreon video.
Yeah.
Patreon video should be today, unless something goes terribly awry. It's recorded, so if it doesn't come out today, something really went awry. Perhaps a vlog. Perhaps a vlog, and if a vlog, then
The watercolor?
then your auction will be up, and there will be 2 auctions up. So we'll see what happens there. Otherwise, I'm just spending most of the day working on the various videos there are to produce and get out. So I'll be working on that. It's Tuesday, so tomorrow is the finale for real.
For real.
For real. It is the actual finale of Tunic. Like, for real. 100% sure this time. 100% sure that it's the finale. So that'll be the last Tunic stream. Which means that next week, Eco will start. So, get excited about that. Yeah. I'm 100% sure that Eco will be, or not Eco, Tunic will be done tomorrow. 100%. Just because, like, there's not that much left in the game. There's certainly enough for us to, like, finish the game. And if at this point we're not done, then, like, it's not going to happen. It's going to be, like, puzzle related stuff we're not going to be able to solve anyway. So we're going to be done no matter what. So tomorrow 1 p.m. Eastern, Tunic finale. Thursday 9 a.m. breakfast stream.
Yep. And
then Friday morning mouse stream.
Yeah.
And Friday evening us stream.
Uh-huh.
Sonic Mania. I'm looking forward to playing more Sonic Mania. So. Anyway.
Well, we're purring now. Why did we start purring?
That's all the stuff we have going on. We also had 27 months from Portal Beard. And 300 bits of Microwave Dallas there. It says, speaking of Duo-Paint, I've gotten a lot better at dry brushing my models. I've kind of brute forced my way to a painting skill despite quantity issues with non-Newtonian fluids, which just goes to show you can do anything you set your mind to.
It's practice.
Practice. Practice makes perfect. Just keep doing the thing. That's the trick. There's more art in the queue?
Yeah.
Who could have done this? 78 months from Fossix. And Button? I'm only 16. I shouldn't be in charge of an oven on a plane. Or an oven. Or a plane. That's very, very good.
It was very fun.
It is a wild game. I do not trust this island.
The mannequins just appeared.
Yeah, I will try and get that VOD out. So if anyone is, if anyone is looking at Satsy's art and is like, I have no idea what the context is, we'll make sure that you understand the context.
Yeah.
As soon as possible. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ep has the right idea.
He's sleepies.
I
He just started purring and then he put his little head down.
Little guy. Little guy. He's sweet.
I'm holding his hand.
Oh, good. We're glad. All right, folks. That is it for today. Have yourselves a wonderful Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for the finale for real of Tunic. See you then.